What's up, you guys? It's In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Ollie, what up, Joe?
Hey, what's good? And it's Tuesday. You want to sing it?
It's Tuesday. You see what I did there? See what I did?
Oh, okay. I heard you did a little jacquees up in there.
Hey. No, I'm grown. Look, little Jeffrey Osborne, Frankie Beverly, Maze.
I heard the extra little hee. I heard all that, though.
First of all, you so disrespectful on Tuesday. See, you could have at least said like Gerald Levert or somebody with a grown man voice.
Oh.
I got a grown.
Jacquees. What is his name, child? I can't even.
I think it's Jacquees. He sounded he got helium, like he inhaling helium.
But you know what? I didn't know he did that song. That I'll stay with you. I might as well stay with you, basically. Song. You know that song?
I haven't heard any of his music.
I'm like, I know you're crazy, so I'll stay with you.
Oh, that's some people real life though.
That is true.
Some people that's their ringtone. Which one of y'all stand with the crazy that y'all with? You know what? Don't even worry about it. I don't want y'all to put yourself out there. So somebody is staying with they crazy right now.
Of course.
How are you today, Tina B?
I'm great today.
You know what?
I am excellent today, actually. I had a great day at work.
Okay.
It's a day job. Praise God. Especially with everything that's going on right now.
Hallelujah.
Come on. Speak it, say it, do it. So, but yeah, traffic was kind of crowded. I don't know what's going on today. It's a lot of traffic on the way here to the studio. But other than that, it was a great day. Audrina asked me where my sleeves were. Where your sleeves at? I was like, Mama?
I mean, I don't know. You know what I think you be doing? Fellas, let me tell you what I think. She be looking cute for the camera, trying to show her little cuts off on her arms. Is that what you're doing?
You see that?
Yeah, you trying to let them see it? Mm-hmm. You trying to let them see something?
Let them see it.
You gotta let them show. You gotta move the hair out the way so let them see it.
There's a little.
A little something.
A little something right there.
Yeah, you know what? Now, if I would have came in here with a tank top on,
it'd been so disrespectful.
In January.
Well, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it. It's all good.
You know what? Next Tuesday,
me and Beloved talked about you. On your PSAs, you be sitting in there with your little drinky with your tank tops on, talking about some.
See, you are. It ain't even 7 o'clock, and you doing what a lot of women do. Always trying to bring up stuff in the past. Yeah. Stop bringing up stuff in the past.
Ooh, why we do that though?
Why y'all do that?
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, that is 7 o'clock. I'm gonna tell you why y'all do that.
Oh, okay.
How was your weekend?
That's our relationship segment.
See that right there?
7 o'clock.
He said, she said.
Mm-hmm.
That's the part of the show where I just have her all flustered because she don't be having no comebacks. Gentlemen, I try to hold it down for us. Now, I can say I do not speak for all men. My opinions and thoughts are mine only. However.
You better give that done.
However.
PSA.
There are some. You see what you did there? Yeah. Gentlemen, PSA, you know what it is. Yeah. There are some men who may just believe and had the same type of thought process I do. So 7 o'clock come, watch what happens.
Yeah, and ladies, same thing. Watch what happens, because the he say part is sometimes iffy, but we're gonna see. We got some flyers that I picked out. We got some video that we picked out that we're gonna talk about later on in the show. But so. Magazine is out.
I knew that was coming. Shameless plug.
Bold Ageless Beauty. Yeah. It is out. It is Miss Cherie is on the cover. She is from Chicago. She plays Whitney Houston. She goes around the world and performs as Whitney Houston. She looks like Whitney Houston on the cover. That's what's up. But she won the cover contest that I had, so congratulations to her. And it's just awesome. And look. We on that back cover though.
What?
Jill,
hey, did you see how I looking on the screen though? See, I'm gonna look at the camera because that's what I'm supposed to do. I look at the camera, but it's up on the screen if y'all don't see that right there.
This is my 14th issue of Bold Ageless Beauty magazine.
Congratulations!
Thank you. I started in September of 2015.
Wow.
So here we are in 2019, and we get ready to do the March issue. So if you want to be a part of this magazine, all the models in the magazine are ages 40 and over. I have a segment in here where all the models are 40 and over. and 50 and over, 60 and over, and it's just an amazing magazine where you can advertise yourself.
I just want to make sure y'all heard her correctly. She said 60 and over, and I know who you're talking about. That is my girl. Every time she walk in the room, her energy, she just be on it every time she come in the room.
Who, Lanita?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like her. I like her. Shout out to Lanita.
Lanita is the first model that was with me.
Okay.
When I started in 2013. She was the first model that came on board when I was just in a boutique, 5 ladies with a dream, didn't know where this was going to go, and now here I am 7 years later with 64 ladies.
Shout out to
and
TLA.
Gentlemen.
Shout out to TLA.
Yes, indeed. This is a modeling agency for ages 40 and over. So if you ever want to model, act, we have authors, we have comedians, poets. I mean, you can just, whatever you feel the need that you want to do, don't feel like you're too old. Because I hear that all the time. Like, I used to want to do that, but I'm old now. I'm like, nah, this is where you want to be. So just know that over 40, you have a place to go. So,
can I see that? Can I see that magazine?
Yeah. And I also have TLA Junior. And big announcement. Can you ring the bell? I am starting a new magazine called TLA Junior. It is a magazine for ages 18 and under. So if you have some kids out there that you think needs to be in this magazine, please send them my way. Miss November is my brand ambassador of my magazine, so she will be on the cover of the first issue, which comes out in March.
You know what?
So
that young lady, if you haven't seen the video of this young girl do her model walk, you would swear she was in her 20s. And you know what I just saw?
And that's who taught her. Hello.
I just want to
me.
Look, can y'all see that right there? That's me in there. I'm in there.
Words spoken.
Yeah, you got me in here like I'm a model too. You had to picture me like I'm a model. I ain't no model. Look, I just wake up and put on clothes.
That's it.
But I could play a model on TV. I could see.
That's
look,
what you do.
Let me show you my model look. You ready? No, it's not working.
That didn't work for me. Oh.
It's not. No. I don't have it.
That was okay.
See, you know what? See, whatever. I'm not a model.
Yeah.
I do voiceovers though. I do voiceovers.
Voiceovers. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You can sit right there. We'll be right with you. So, what did you do this weekend? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty. What did I do?
I know why we get like that. Like, what did I do?
What did I do? I didn't really do anything. I was excited about Slutty Vegan opening.
Oh, yes. That was awesome. I was out there at 9:30 in the morning making sure I beat the line. And I did. I was number 5 in line. I was super duper excited. They had every radio station, TV station, Channel 5, 11, 46, everybody was out there. Congratulations to Pinky and her crew for opening such an amazing restaurant, and the name is so catchy.
So I did some research, right?
Okay.
Because, my analytical mind be wondering, because, I'm like that. And I wanted to know, where did she come up with the name Slutty Vegan? And her thought process behind it was, she said sex sells.
Correct.
So she wanted to use that same idea when it came to promoting healthy eating. So Slutty Vegan. So,
right, because if you say a vegan truck, people be like, I don't want no vegan food automatically. But if you say Slutty Vegan, they think it may be some girls there that's serving the food. Maybe y'all come on out and see what's going on with these slutty vegans.
I have the feeling you're implying the men will just come.
Yeah.
See, that is sexist. See that right there?
Did it work?
Yeah, it did. So
Slutty Vegan, so she call everybody sluts and slutified, and and the way she puts it and says it, it makes you just feel like, thank you, I'm a slut. I'm a virgin slut. I was a virgin slut that day because I never had the burger before. So I found some other slutty burgers that day as well. So it was just really fun out there. Everybody made it very, very welcoming, and this is her first standstill restaurant. She still has the truck.
Right.
So the truck could still be in different neighborhoods, but this way you can come to 1542 Ralph David Abernathy, and it's on the corner, and you will you can't miss it. And it's no place where you can sit down. You just a walk-through shop. So just walk in and go right back out.
So what I found amazing was when you go, the maximum you can get is 2 burgers. Now, it was a line out there.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Because somebody in the line was probably thinking, you know what, I'm about to go up here and give me about 5, 6 of these things.
Yeah.
The limit was 2.
Two burgers. And it's quick. Like, soon as you order it, by the time you get to the end, they're calling your number. So the service is really quick because she got like assembly line of people. The service is really quick. The taste is really awesome. I took 1 bite, but then I'm allergic to everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 100% plant-based. I'm just giving y'all a warning. It's 100% plant-based, which means soy protein, beans, nuts. So you have to really be careful if you're allergic to anything. I'm allergic to soy. So therefore, I can't eat her burgers. But the piece that I did bite before I realized, let me search this, was delicious. So it was really, really good.
I just appreciate the fact that it's a black woman.
Young black woman.
A young black woman.
Clark.
And she just so happened to be a Delta. You know,
And
shout out
she's
to all
a
the
Delta.
Deltas. You know, I love my Deltas.
Yeah.
Hey, Deltas. How y'all doing? They know I like that. I don't know if it's a red. Anyway, never mind. Moving on.
Well, you sure? Do you want to move on?
Yeah.
You want to stay? You want to stay? What's good?
I don't know. I'm trying. Let me get my life together. Okay, I think I'm fine now.
Okay. So, you rocking your 18?
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
There was something else I did do.
What?
I went to Fitzgerald and
We
Smooth
both
the
did.
Poet.
We was in the streets the other night.
I was in the streets.
Bam.
And we had the network mixer.
Yeah, and it was good too.
It was good.
Shout out to Fitzgerald. That was a really good event that night.
It was.
And it was at the barbershop, Clean Cut.
Clean cut.
Yeah, Clean Cut in McDonough, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a really good, just very talented poets in the house.
Yes.
So everybody was really, really good. So shout out to, give him a bell.
Right.
Shout out to Fitzgerald doing
Shout out
his
to
thing.
Fitzgerald and the
That's
Smooth
what's up.
Poet. And what they're doing is every month they're going to a different black-owned business to have the show. So it's not at the same place every month.
Oh.
So they were at a car wash the previous month, and this month they were
At the
barbershop.
Oh,
So
that's cool.
I like what they're doing, supporting one another, and we need that. We need that.
We do.
And
it
everybody
was good,
that were
clean,
there,
grown fun. That's what I like.
Yeah, it was grown all right. It was some grown folks talking that night. It was a lot of grown folks talking. It was like a family reunion. Everybody was there.
Yeah.
Everybody was there, so.
It was really good show. But you did an excellent job too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And we'll play a little bit of your piece tonight too.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
See, you be slicking. Oh, wow.
Speaking of,
Oh, shout out to the people in the back.
did you take it to 2 Point?
Shout out to the people in the back on cue with it. Oh, wow. See, you be getting the videos, and I don't be knowing when she go show my stuff because I don't like to look at myself. But this is the only piece that I've done that I would actually look at myself because I don't see me.
Got you.
I don't see me.
All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna come right back. We got plenty guests in the house. We got
do.
some calling in as well.
Yes.
So make sure y'all stay locked in, tuned in to In the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
Global Vision TV.
Get up! Look at what you made me do. You keep talking, I'll never be through. My only request is that you listen. Provide sex on demand and work magic in that kitchen. Then cut my fucking hand. See, I love you so much, you just don't understand, but you gonna learn how to respect me as your man. You see, I provide above and beyond measure. Credit card receipts support that claim, not to mention my sex game has consistently given you pleasure. So don't you ever tell me to stop it. I didn't tell you that while you was gallivanting at Lennox Mall with my black card. Red bottoms, Jimmy Choo's, Master Aston Martins. Oh my God. You's an ungrateful motherfucker. Just like them hoes you run with. And they ain't shit. You dumb bitch. Remember last year them girl trips? I was the one that paid for that. And this is the thanks I get? How did it even come to this? Daddy, why is mommy's nose bleeding? This among the many questions I'd asked my old man. Never fluent with words, but yet proficient with his hands. Arriving home from school, she'd always maintain that infectious smile, all the while dying crying inside. Food promptly on the table at 6, Lord forbid otherwise, he'd come in and immediately start talking shit. Slapping her, eventually ordering me to fetch a switch, then commenced to tear my legs all the way up. Red blistering marks would last for weeks. Afterwards, I just fall asleep, too exhausted from the beating to even eat. For my entire childhood, this was the routine. I loved him. I hated him. But God, why was he so mean? An awesome provider. We never wanted for anything. My friends figured he was the cool dad. They assumed that I was spoiled because we wore the latest everything. In the summer, the ice cream truck would come through the block, and all the kids knew that it would stop because Pops would come from the back and buy it all out. He was my hero, but yet my worst enemy. What I could never muster up enough nerve to ask my mother was, why didn't you leave him? Granted, she loved me dearly and worshiped the air that he breathed. So intelligent, highly educated, so one wouldn't believe a woman so beautiful of that stature will allow herself to endure that level of pain with the abundance of makeup covered up the bruises indicated the shame. But years later, it dawned upon me, that's the way you love a woman. And women want to be loved, right? Well, leave then. I don't give a fuck. Just take me what you came with. And that obviously wasn't much, except a bunch of problems, bills, and bad credit. Yes, I said it. There are a bunch of women across the city praying for my kind of love, would be proud to be on my arm instead of loathing and self-pity. Yes, I will use these hands if a broad fails to comprehend with the rules of engagement I've set in place. Disobedience will not be tolerated. It will result into me rearranging on your motherfucking face. Oddly enough, I really don't think my mother would be proud. Despite my success and status, because my actions, they're a disgrace. And even as I sit here in this cell thinking about them, but it doesn't matter now because she's laying beside my father in their final resting place. For the next 25 years, I have to have in my mind about those lessons that they taught me that I still adhere to, but there was one so essential that they never taught me, was how to truly love a woman. I am the abuser. Y'all can clap like Let me tell y'all something. That was so hard for me to
What's up, you guys? Industreet with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up,
and
Joe?
we are back, you guys. Congratulations. Look at you.
I hated it.
Yeah.
That's such a
good
harsh
job.
Thank you.
Don't say hate.
I appreciate the compliment.
He hate watching himself.
I dislike that performance, but that was my first time performing it, so.
You are ATL's hottest poet, spoken word artist, whatever you want to call it. But
yes,
good job, man.
Thank you. I mean,
but just the word behind that poem was really deep, you know. So
it was crazy on Sunday because I remember looking out and nobody had their phones up. Everybody was like this.
Yeah, intense, and the feedback was like, ooh, when you go back to a child, the feedback was really good. So.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all.
But we got our first guest in the house.
We do.
Come on to the mic for me, sir. Mr. Dante Russo.
Italiano.
Hey. So what's up, Dante? Where you from?
Mississippi originally.
Really?
I've been since 2003. Somebody still call me an AT alien. I've earned my shit.
Hey, that's what's up.
See,
you like the Falcons? You got a team?
I'm not a big sports NFL fan.
Oh, okay, got you. What obvious reasons? Okay, got you. That's what's up. So, but you gotta look like you're Caribbean or something. Have you heard that before?
I can get a lot of different things. My dad's from New Orleans. He's like Creole, which is like a mixture of a whole bunch of stuff. My mom's from Mississippi, so it's like nice little blend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
What's up?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Well, I know you're here because you do. What do you call it? Is it a jewelry maker or a designer? What do you call yourself?
It ranges from multiple titles. I mean, it goes from like designer, artist, to holistic healer, to just a metaphysical worker, just all of it. It comes in a lot of things. But primarily, it's all working with metaphysical practices, gemstones, crystals, minerals, vibrational practices, understanding the nature of like what you wear, what you think, breathing and meditating, things like that.
Nice, beautiful pieces that you sent over. I love it. And you got on a piece now. That was talking about. Yeah.
I'm about to say,
and his prices are good.
He bring nothing to sample.
He did, and he didn't bring it. You got to go back and get it in a minute. When we going to break.
You know what?
I'll bring it in.
you supposed to come bearing gifts.
Absolutely. He got.
I got some gifts.
He got bracelets. He got rings. He got necklaces. So
crowns, armlets, you name it, I can make it.
Nice. So you got the arm thing. Yeah. I want one of those. Yeah.
So what got you into it? I was reading your bio, and you have a love of science, which is crazy to me because I just detested science.
Yeah.
I still do detest science. What was it about science that just grasped your attention like that?
Well, for me, I always had a hunger for understanding why. I was never satisfied with just like, well, mom or dad, why is this like this? Oh, because it just is. Just or the slap reason why. Whenever I got exposed to my 5th grade teacher, she was a big science teacher base, but she big into museums, big into geology, digging up stones and minerals. And from that point, to my first gemstone hunt, my first museum, I was just in awe behind like where things come from, how it came to be, and the history behind everything around.
So did you have like a collection of rocks as a kid?
Ever since I was 9 years old, I had a big collection of like crystals, quartz, all of it. I was like, had a whole room like full of just crystals and gems everywhere. It was like a cool thing for me.
So do you find yourself like everywhere, anytime you go outside, you walking and you see rocks and you be like, you know what?
Well, as of right now, I've been able to, since I was a kid, she taught me the primary stones of families is igneous, metamorphic, and sedimentary. And once you know what those stones are, kind of what the nature of them is, you'll be able to kind of pinpoint the kind of the appearance, the traits, and stuff, certain stones and gems.
So how do you go from knowing what stone it is to saying, let me make jewelry from this, or how to combine the
two together,
the coils and all that wrapped around it?
Funny story, like my life's been kind of geared towards this, like kind of like divinely. I met my mentor, shouts to Akbin. I met my mentor at the age of 12. So he owned a shop at Cumberland Mall.
Got you.
Initiator's Gift Shop. That's where I first saw my first like crystal jewelry ever introduced to it. And he got my first stone at the age of 12, and I wore that all throughout my like middle, high school, elementary school like career. And it just being able to like have a piece that no one can ever have or duplicate was like super cool to me.
That's piece you got on. That's dope.
It's my favorite one.
You see his necklace?
Pyrite.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
nice.
the only one, so we gonna let you
He's like, well, you didn't bring gifts. He don't even want to do the interview. He's like, we gonna okay.
I'll make amends, I promise. But yeah, from everything, I mean, just being able to understand how everything correlates and how it's a reflection of yourself. Every single gem, every single mineral, it comes from the plant that gave birth to me, and everything around us. So knowing that, based off of like geology and just overall paleontology, understanding the origin, the source of these things, it became a whole new kind of appreciation, understanding for what it is.
Wow.
What it can offer.
How long does it typically take you to like the pieces on your finger?
This one, in particular, each one kind of varies depending on what groove I'm in. But and depending on like when I first started out, it took forever. But like since I've been it's my second year in business. This one took me about, as you can see, I want to say 35, 45 minutes.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah,
that's my birthstone color too.
It's not really an elaborate piece. I mean, it's two semi-precious gems, opal or opalite, faceted. With the main part I had to do was just get the right gauge, bend it around to where it's even, uniform, and pound it down with an anvil to make sure it's flat, even, everything's looking symmetrical.
Okay.
But yeah, the prices usually vary depending on the nature of the stone, how much the stone costs, if I dug it up myself, all those things kind of come into play in regards to what the ending total would be for that particular item.
Do you ever find a stone? Do you go to a certain place to look for stones, or do you? Oh, you do?
Yeah, there's deposits located all throughout the world, and especially in the United States. I went to actually Arkansas Hot Springs and dug up like a whole, I want to say about 45 quartz crystals. Like the clear quartz, watch faces are made of it. It's like the most abundant mineral found on the face of this earth. So when I found like a lot, I meant to
and
brush them off.
that's fine? Like you don't have to ask nobody to do that?
Well,
or
yeah, there are certain deposits that grow on people's properties.
Yeah.
Certain, like deposits people have just like family have like set claims on. It's been like so long they've already had it in their possession that you have to kind of go through them, get it approved by them, and also have their consent, and also pay sometimes. But since I have a likable personality and they feel my passion for it, he's like,
and they like, go ahead.
And I'm black. It was like, oh man, he's a black dude. It's like a double.
He like rocks.
Yeah, right. Ah, that's
Yeah,
cool.
so
They'll see the beauty of it. It's so beautiful, the pieces. I love it.
Yeah, but just being able to understand that like each stone, no matter what it is, it always has a deep, rich history between like every single culture. Like it always surpasses every culture. I can go to Asia, China, Japan. I can go to Mexico, wherever continent. There's always been a rich history of gemstones being incorporated into their lineage and their ancestry.
So you said this is your second year in business.
Second year business.
Now, of course, you know the wristwear. That's like a huge market for it right now.
Yep.
So you just starting your business. How are you able to separate yourself or either generate income where there's so many people selling the same product you're selling?
Yep.
What separates your product from everyone else's?
Well, for me, it's hard to speak on everybody else's process, what they go through, but as any artist, the spirit behind it, and I think the nature of why you're creating it, like what's your why, what's your reason for it. For me, my why is that I've always had a passion for it, I've always loved it, I've always enjoyed it. In regards to the craftsmanship, my whole thing was, ever since I was a kid, I always get pieces from people that would just make it for like the money, and make it for just they just do it for the sake of it. And as I would buy it and invest in it, forming a connection with the crystal, just loving the piece overall, it comes apart with just overall day-to-day living activity. It just hurts you. It's like, oh man, your stone comes out, it's like you're trying to find it, and it's just like you lose it. And like from that point, I promised myself that if I'm going to make something, I'd rather be, if I were a kid, the little me would come to the table and be like, oh man, this is crazy. And I would like, still make the same quality that I would appreciate as a child or as a younger person whenever I first got into it.
So if I bought one and my stone came out, I can come back and see.
Lifetime warranty, man.
Oh, that's what's up.
That's
there
what
you
you
go,
want to buy.
right there. You go.
That was
okay. That's
Right.
what separates them right
Lifetime.
there.
Yeah, no matter what it is. I mean, for me, since I made it, I put my name behind it, put my energy behind it, my soul into it. So whatever I do make, I make sure that whoever invests in it or gets it, and for their own health and for their own being, is able to reach out to me whenever something happens, or if it does happen. I made it bulletproof. You gotta try to break it, but if it does, I'll be able to like definitely repair it for you.
So what is the significance of copper?
Well, copper is an element found on our periodic table. It's also found within our bodies, our blood, our brains, and it's essential for us to kind of operate to our optimal capacity older we get. So we develop like arthritis and rheumatism and bad like joint problems.
So it's good for that.
And it dates back, I mean 6,000 BC, whenever you had like an injury within ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia, no matter what culture you're referring to, whenever they get an injury, they usually get prescribed you a copper bangle or some type of copper like alloy to have around your arm or wherever that ailment is coming from. Even to this day, you got like doctors, if you get a sprain or injury, they prescribe you a brace that has copper line inside of it to help with the inflammation.
Now, I'm like allergic to everything. They call me bubble girl at work. But like I can't wear watches because what's up under the watch irritates my skin. What is that? Zinc or something? I don't know what it is up under the
Whenever
watch.
it turns your skin kind of like a greenish hue, kind of. Well,
right.
If it's copper found within it, if it's like a high amount of copper found within that alloy, copper acts as the detoxifying agent. So when it's on your skin's the biggest organ on your body. So whenever you wear copper, it pulls out things out of your bloodstream.
Gotcha.
So it does turn your skin a slightly greenish hue. Most people be like, oh, I'm mutating. A refund. But no, like, the main thing is that it's a part of the process, detoxifying process.
Yeah.
So you can wash it off in the shower or whatever, but generally, for most people that don't know what it is, it gets alarming. Like, oh man, this is.
Okay.
I should have went to Zales.
Yeah, right.
So you can sell water to it. Well, to me, it's one thing to have a product and have a business, but you're able to actually give people feedback and explain to them exactly what they're wearing. So it's a lot different to say, hey, this is what I make.
It make you feel good. Buy it. Like, just being more.
But to give them some information, the way you just broke that down, I was like, I knew that, kind of. No, I didn't know that.
I felt it.
So, in my spirit. I felt it in my spirit.
I felt it.
You felt it? See?
In your spirit.
My spirit.
Yeah, but you make it, welcoming. And then you wear your own product too. Hello, people. If you're gonna sell it, wear it. So people can see what your brand is. So what is the name of your company?
Planetary Creations.
Planetary Creations, very, very creative. Thank you. So, so right now you're online. You don't have a location or anything.
Well, I do
right?
have two. I have one off of South Cobb. Initiators we relocated off of from Cumberland to South Cobb.
Okay.
My other location is in Jade Foxco. It's a partnership that I have with that company in Little 5 Points.
Little 5 Points. Okay, and it's called Jade what?
Jade Foxco.
Jade Foxco.
I don't live far from South Cobb.
Yeah, we literally, I'm
Initiators
gift shop. We're right in Kenwood Plaza. So if you located next to the smoke shop, next to the Monterey's.
I've seen them at the airport a lot.
Monterey's.
Yeah.
I love that place. It's Mexican.
You should have started out with food. This thing here.
Monterey got some good food.
But I'm just saying though, you should have started off with food because you food. Yeah, I know what that is.
It rings a bell.
You done seen initiators in the airports?
I'm sure I have.
They're all in the airports.
Yeah,
right?
the Monterey's is. And Initiators like a family-owned business. We did have a few chains, but it's been around for like over 30 years now. So it's been over a long period of time with them being in business. So I'm the latest apprentice to take on the helm. So I'm definitely honored to be a part of it. That's
what's up. Yeah. And I saw him on Terrence show on 108 Praise. So that's where I saw you at, and I see the pieces were beautiful that you were showing on there, and I was like,
right now.
And I reached out real quick, like, I'm gonna need you over here so I can get me a piece of that jewelry because I love it. Really, that was your first interview? Yeah. Oh, okay, that's what's up. Yeah. So but you see it works.
Get my acting reel together, you know what I'm saying? I'm
you want to act?
Yeah, well, I do martial arts. I write a creative writing, and then
you done started something.
Well, you know I shoot movies, so once I write, look, see,
I didn't know that.
There you have it. You see what I'm saying? That's why you doing network, right?
You would try to offer a movie so you can get discount on the jury. I see what you're doing there.
Use the jury in the movies. Exactly. That's advertisement there.
I have like two stories one that I've completed and one that's halfway done, and most of them there's always gems incorporated into some part or aspect of that particular story, whether it be a main character, the antagonist getting a gemstone to help his journey out. Yeah, something. It's always incorporated in some way. It's crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, I shoot. Yeah, we definitely gonna talk. We're gonna talk because that's how you network. People get on these shows because I seen him over there. Now he's over here. Now somebody else will see you from here. And he do movies, so there you go. And people need jury in their movies production. So this is who y'all need to speak to because these are original pieces, beautiful pieces.
And I'm a model, so I'm gonna be modeling them because I'm a model.
And when he come back, he's gonna show. He's gonna bring them in, so we'll actually get to see some of the pieces that you got to lay out. Yeah, that's what's up. So, all right, y'all, we're gonna take a quick break. We're gonna come back with Mike Ben in the building, and so we'll be right back with more In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
Global Vision TV.
I got money in my pocket, ain't nobody gon' take a middle finger to the people who told me that I won't make it when you're chillin' at the top. Everybody gon' hate it, all my numbers ride for me, all the bad girls naked. I got money in my pocket, ain't nobody gon' take a middle finger to the people who told me that I won't make it when you're chillin' at the top. Everybody gon' hate it, all my numbers ride for me, all the bad girls naked. That's how we do it, that's how we do it. That's how we do it, how we do it. That's how we do it, how we do it. I'ma go in. That's how we do it, how we do it. Vigilante ladies, I know you asking about me. A lot of cams in the spot, but they don't flash without me. 5'11" skinnies, and I sag them proudly. You gon' have to dance to get this cash about me. Pockets full, money greener than the gold light. Couple chains turn me to a walking strobe light. Keep on wishing, I see you in the distance. All these haters put my finger in a vertical position. Stick to the budget that you can't afford. 100K on some threads, that's when I'm bored. Throw some money up and make it pour on the poor. The type of swagger that you can't ignore. But dealing around with that deuce, this ain't what they used to. Don't compare me to artists that can't produce too. Never going back to the old me. This is when you mix bars with a dope beat. I got money in my pocket, ain't nobody gon' take a middle finger to the people who told me that I won't make it when you're chillin'.
And we are back. That was cool, right?
It was.
Dante is everything. Those pieces are beautiful. And like my girl said, networking at its best. You absolutely right. Because you just never know who see you.
He's knowledgeable in his craft. I can see the passion that he has for his craft, and he knows what he's doing. So for that, and the fact that he ain't too far from where I live, I'm definitely going to get some.
And it's close to Monterey.
Yeah, and I can go get me a margarita, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, they got margaritas.
Yeah, they got margaritas. They got fajitas, the tacos, Dos Equis.
Why you got to do your mouth like that, though?
Quesadillas, guacamole.
Anyway, but we got another guest, you guys. We got Michael Ben on the phone. He is a comedian extraordinaire. What's up, Mike?
What up, though, Mike Ben?
Y'all on the TV give my government. What type of man y'all live?
Man, you changed it on Facebook. You know, Facebook got fancy on y'all. I tried to look you up, and it was like, no, we're going to need you to put Michael in. I'm like, you know what?
Your whole name.
What's up, man?
How y'all doing? I'm happy to be here. I apologize due to this Atlanta traffic. I couldn't physically be in the studio with y'all, but y'all live here. You know what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But you know we here any Tuesday you want to come. You just come on through.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'll definitely be in attendance.
All right. So tell everybody who Mike Ben is.
Mike Ben is the first midget Chippendale. My stage name is Firehawk. No. Well, I guess you can call me actor, comedian, entertainer. I'm just blessed with a gift that God gave me to make people laugh. I got tired of the long line of people trying to get on in Atlanta, so I just decided to detour and start creating my own lane.
Absolutely.
Because I know the talent that God gave me, and I realized that other people couldn't write for what God gave me. So I just say my prayers and meditate and just let it come through my fingers on the paper. So I just started creating a few shows and stage productions and TV productions for myself, and it's been blessed enough to start getting some headway in this lovely place we call Black Hollywood.
Nice.
So you were an event coordinator and host for NFL events down in Jacksonville, Florida. How does one go from that to transitioning into stand-up comedy?
Well, I always my family loved to party.
Okay.
So my family, I don't think we had family get-together. So every Friday night, the family would just all, grandmother, aunties, cousins, we all would get around my grandma's house and just have fun and play music, and it was a party. So the partying spirit got into me at an early age. So then after that, I just loved to entertain, so I found myself throwing parties. So when I was in 7th grade, I ended up DJing my sister's, who was in high school at the time, party. So by me DJing her party, I was like, wow, I like this. So I ended up hosting parties, and I got bigger and bigger and bigger after time. So while I'm hosting the party, I would be on the mic telling jokes and making people laugh as well as dance. And one day a lady walked in, and she was like, you should do television. And I was like, man, I ain't doing no TV, man. I ain't no, no, she didn't say television. She said stage. Okay. And I was like, no, I ain't putting no tights on. I ain't that type of person.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, no, I don't play that side. So she was like, no, it's like this. So I auditioned for a stage play, which was D'Amica McKinney, Robin Givens, Angela Winbush, a few other stars. Mm-hmm. And I got a little small role called The Deacon. And when I got on that stage and all them people laughed at me and just really clapped for me,
right?
It really just moved me. Mm. So I fell in love with it. So I walked away from all the money I was making in Jacksonville doing NFL parties, and I came up here.
Wow!
And that's how it all kind of it's like one of them situations when you're supposed to be doing something. Mm-hmm. And it hit me, so that's how I ended up in Atlanta.
Wow.
As far as stand-up comedians go, who are your influences? The guys you say, you know what, I want to be in that lane.
Oh man, the greats, the Eddies, the Richards, the Red Foxes. The last great to me was the Bernie Mac.
Oh, yeah.
The last great.
And yeah, to me, when I say great, I don't mean no disrespect to no comedian that's out now, because to me, those were the last that would say what the hell they wanted to say on stage. Like now, everybody got to be politically correct, you can't say this, you can't say that, don't say it. Those guys said what they felt. And if you didn't like it, you didn't go to their show. Now, everybody's so censored, and comedy isn't supposed to be censored. Comedy is supposed to be a funny way of telling the truth.
Right.
And now you got all these comics on TV apologizing. What am I apologizing? It's my show. I'm not on your show. I'm my show. So why am I apologizing about what I said for people who paid to see me talk?
Right. Absolutely.
You know, so that's why I say Bernie was the last of the greats.
Right.
So I got to ask this question. Knowing that everybody is so sensitive, how have you been able to navigate and still keep your funny, knowing how the world is now? I have to ask that.
Man, to be honest, bills.
Hey, you know what? That's a good reason.
That is a good reason.
Right. Okay. Hey, that's all it is then.
Because you ain't going to get booked by saying what you want to say, and that's why I started creating the Mike Ben Show, so I can say what I want to say. And even on my show, my management be like, "You shouldn't say that, and you shouldn't do this." Like, I had a show one time where I brought the Ku Klux Klan on stage, and they were like, "What the hell wrong with this Negro?"
Right.
But I turned comedy, I put comedy into it, but everybody wants to be so politically correct, so it's like, if you don't want to be broke, you got to be politically correct.
Wow. It's a different time. It's a different time.
It is.
So
yeah, you got to know your limits. Like, you got to know, I know how big I'm going to get. So when they proposition me with this, that's when I know I'm going to walk away from the game.
Got you.
Because Google won't let you live anything down, so.
No. It's like that. It's for good and for bad. You're like, ooh, it kept this? Yay, I can get to see it again. But then it's like, damn, it kept that? Dang.
Like for real.
I ain't want to see that no more. You know what I'm saying? So it can be good
you
or
open
bad.
up Google on your phone, and the pictures in your phone come up on the computer, and you be like, whoa, Jesus, hold up.
Yeah.
But you realize the pictures in your phone.
Yes. People don't realize that. Like, your laptop, wherever your messages is on your phone goes to your laptop, and a lot of people don't realize that. So when they turn, they give they laptop over to their woman, they be like, here, take my laptop to work. All them doing messages pop up like, pew, 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 pew.
There is a way to combat that as an IT professional. There is a way to combat that, but I ain't about to do that on there. I ain't about to tell you. There's a way.
You know what? Oh yeah, I'm sure
to lock
it is
it down.
a way. I'm sure it is. But I got the honor to be on Mike Ben's stage production, so I was very excited about that. And so thank you, Mike, for choosing me to be part of that, because you get to see a different side of Mike. Mike is a serious producer, director. When he gets to that stage, you be like, Mike is a cool person when you out hanging with him and chilling, but when it comes to that production, he don't play when it's time to work, and that's serious. So
I guess I'm glad, Tina, you said that, and thank you very much, and I was honored for you to even be a part. I was humbled that you was even a part of the production.
Thank
but
you.
To elaborate on that is this: I feel humbled that someone would take the time to spend money on what I created. So I take that very seriously.
Right.
And it goes back, I was in Florida A&M marching band in college, and we took performance very seriously. Like, that hazing was for real down there. You know, it was for real because we took it so serious, because people traveled all over the world to come to see us perform. Right. And that's the same way, like, even though I know I was doing small theaters at the time, I still treated it like it was at the Fox Theater, or it was at the where the Hawks play, or where the Falcons play.
Right.
I treated my production that way, because the way I looked at it is, Atlanta has a lot going on. And if you're going to take the time to come see my show, it's just not spending that $30. It's you spending getting your hair cut, getting your outfit together, preparing your day, getting babysitters, putting gas in your car, dinner if you're taking a woman out or a man out, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It's a day that you're going to spend probably $200 just to come spend $30 with me.
Right.
So in that atmosphere, I look at it like, I can do my part of giving these people for an hour and a half a wonderful show. That's one. And then two, it's like, hell, man, you only live once.
Yeah.
So for these hour and 30 minutes, I don't want you to think about traffic, Donald Trump, racism, placism, cheating, divorce. I don't want you to think about none of that. For this hour and 30 minutes, I just want you to laugh.
And that's what they do.
I pride myself on that. So
and you do that very well. The cast is amazing every single time. So I'm just really proud to say I was a part of that in the history books. I can put that in the history books.
When is the next show? I'm a bum rush the production.
Right. Mike, are you going to bring the stage play back?
We're working on the next show. Working on the next show. But, man, people don't want to hard putting that thing together. Don't nobody want to pay you. And now it's hard to get somebody to work for free. Like, you know, like the Tinas and all them people, you know, they got their money, but nowadays it's like, ain't nobody working for free.
Right.
So you got to pay me to come out there and do this thing.
Right. And then it's like you need sponsors to help you put this production together in order to pay everybody, because you know you can't depend on ticket sales to pay people. You got to know that money is ready and distribute it out. So I truly understand the business side and the acting side of it.
Yeah, and then it's so hard because for what I do, theaters charge so much money with this union mess. So it's like, I go into a theater, but they want me to spend $4,000. Well, goddamn,
wow.
I mean, excuse me, oh Lord, I'd be like, well, man, goddamn, how I supposed to make some money if I didn't spend $4,000 just to have the venue?
Right.
I still got to pay cash, lights, so
right, and build the set. You have a wonderful set.
Thank you. It's
a lot. It's a lot. So, listen, sponsors out there, if y'all hear this, Mike Ben Stage Play is a great production. Mike, do you have somewhere where people can go see it?
Yeah, you can go to my YouTube. It's simple. It's Mike, MikeBend, on YouTube. You'll see a headshot. They click my headshot, and you go right in. Or just Google the Mike Ben Show, and you'll see clips and all kind of funny stuff like that.
All right, cool.
Or hashtag the Mike Ben Show, and you'll see clips.
Okay, cool. So sponsors out there who want to, be behind and help this production, come back. It's a great production. You will love it. Y'all check out Mike Ben's show. So, Mike, tell them how they can find you again.
Instagram, Mike, MikeBend 96 on Instagram. Michael Ben, Lord have mercy. It's on Facebook. Right. And then on YouTube, it's just Mike Ben. So it's all my name. That Twitter's the same way. Mike Ben. Everything is the same.
Everything the same. All right, that's what's up. Okay, thanks so much,
Appreciate
Mike.
You calling
we appreciate
Mike.
you calling.
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me.
All right, you have a great night.
You too.
All right. All right, you guys, we're going to take another quick break, and then we're going to come back with more. I'm going to show you some jewelry. I can't wait.
You got a nice little stash over there.
Yeah.
You got a nice little stash.
All right, y'all. Then we're going to go into our 7 o'clock segment. He said, she said. We're going to show you some videos. I got some flyers.
Oh, here we go.
We talking tonight, honey.
Here we go.
We're going to talk about sex.
First of all, I don't like that tone. What you was just talking to me.
Sex, too,
y'all hear that tone?
Yes.
Really? All that? Wait a minute. People in the back. Do we got alcohol here today? Right. You see what she, fellas, 470-251-4707.
Oh, you need some help?
I don't need it. You see these shoulders? I can handle it. Put it on my shoulders.
Oh, you better roll them.
You see it?
Yes,
you see the shoulders?
I see it.
You see these arms? You better quit playing.
Why they gotta go up and down though? Why you couldn't go sideways with it though? Why you gotta go up and down?
Because everybody from Detroit know what I just did. Everybody from the D know what I did. So every time you do it, I'm shouting out my city.
All right then. Yeah, we'll be right back with more Industry with Tina B.
Mr. Oli, what up, Joe?
Hi, my name is Tina B with the Lingdale Agency, TLA. It's an agency for men and women ages 40 and over. And this is your opportunity to be a part of this amazing agency. Teach runway class where we teach them different turns, how to walk, straight walk, couture walk. And I have classes once a month or every other month, depending on the venue. And it's
Kayvon Hill, and I am with TLA, Ages Beauties Over 40. What I like most about TLA is the acting part of it, that we get the opportunity to be able to get out there and be seen and be able to network with all kinds of people here in the ATL and abroad. I hope that you too will want to join TLA. Tina Bridges is the best.
I have models, I have artists, I have comedians and poets. We have a magazine called Vogue Ageless Beauty Magazine, and we also do runway, red carpet events, hosts, and so much more. So you want to be a part of this agency, email me, ababtlb@gmail.com or Instagram at TLAMGMT. And like my shirt say, we stay working. What's up, you guys? It's In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
And we are back.
We are.
And I am jeweled up, honey. Yeah. He brought in the merchandise.
He did.
Yes. Bring that up for
He
me,
did.
sir. So excited. Yes. I'm just like a kid in a candy store, like for real, for real. These are some beautiful pieces right
Y'all
here.
can see this.
I don't, oh, it's dropped out. I don't, the TV is not even doing it justice.
It really isn't.
Because
I just want to
because
hold
of the
that
way
shit
it
up.
looks or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Especially the blue one.
oh, that blue one is beautiful. You know, I
Yeah.
love blue now. This one right
Don't
here.
bring blue. I was like, oh no.
I know it
blue stones?
yeah, because the blue wall for some reason makes it disappear. But these are some gorgeous pieces. We have if I can see that.
Trying to make sure everything is
So
customizable.
describe this
Look
for
at that
me.
Kush. This is something you like right here now. Man. Okay.
Right.
Right.
Hey.
Oh, this is beautiful. Look at
What is this right here? Because this is heavy.
Yeah, that right there is called pyrite, fool's gold. Yeah, that's called the stone of abundance. They call it fool's gold because during European, they were raping the land back in the 1700s.
Yeah.
Native Americans moved the real gold from the rivers and put that in and buy themselves time to relocate. So they were bringing back buckets and bucket loads of what they thought was gold.
Stone of abundance.
It's for your root chakra. Keeps you planted, rooted in your feet, and driven. So any idea you have, it gets you, it's hard for you to get off track from it whenever you have that stone in your pocket or on your body.
How many of those made it? It's just enough to go. Ain't no limited edition.
No, well, each stone is pretty much birthed by our planet. So each one takes like almost a million or so years for it to be birthed and born. Whenever it is, there's certain deposits that have a certain quality of gems you got to go to. So it's just always, I won't say it's endless, but you definitely can still harvest
It's
a lot.
heavy too. Like you can hurt somebody. Like if I toss this to the people in the back right there and they hit him in his forehead, he gonna pass
going
out.
out.
Yeah, he going out.
He
This
gonna
thing-
pass out. This is heavy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's
Oh,
heavy.
Okay. I seen this one. How much is this
I
one?
don't even want to touch the jewelry because I feel like I'm gonna
This
break
is
something.
Beautiful. Look at that.
It's bulletproof now.
That's gorgeous.
I know. See how she put it right in my hand?
You break, you bite.
You break, you buy. These are some gorgeous, gorgeous pieces. Oh, I'm so excited. So excited.
He brought the whole stash too. Do y'all see that?
This is so creative. Like he makes all these, and he's at Initiators on South Cobb, and also what's the other spot name?
J Foxco.
J Foxco.
Initiators, J Foxco. I'm also primarily, I do a lot of my orders off Instagram. So if you guys go on Instagram at Planetary Creations, this will be a direct link to me and my company.
This is actually a bracelet right here.
I soldered that.
I'm sure the ladies would like
Planetary
this.
Creations.
Yes.
This is beautiful too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Just like that.
Yeah. Look at that, y'all. Beautiful.
Looking all Wakanda-ish.
Oh.
I do get imported ones too. This one's actually from Ghana.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a big, masculine, hunky piece.
Yeah, that's nice. That's what you need. Honky piece.
Hunky.
You need a big honky piece.
You know what? So many different ways it could have went from that. I'm not even.
Well, you know it is 7
I'm
o'clock,
not going
Sarah.
You know what?
What's your site again? Let me put it in here.
It's at Planetary.
Oh yeah, somebody just asked about
At okay.
At Planetary_Creations.
Planetary Creations. With an S.
_ Creations.
Oh, _ Creations.
That's it. So yeah, the origin behind the name was that I spent like a good week just trying to figure out what like resonated with me, what captured like the motive behind my company and what I'm doing. It was like everything is birthed from our planet, and we're only limited by our creativity and our imagination. So literally, you can pave your own path by your own thoughts.
And what's the name of the other spot again? I'm sorry.
Initiators.
I got that one.
Jade. Foxco. That's right next to Little Five's Pizza off of Euclid Avenue. I'm usually out there in the summer. When it's not as cold, I'm out there in the summertime on Saturday and Sundays, and then bonfire at Sunday night.
Nice.
We appreciate that. And tell everybody where they can find you.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh.
They can find you here from 6
I'm
to
like,
8.
I'm
TLA
right
everywhere.
here.
You know, it's not always about you, Tina B.
Well, I mean, you looked at me, so I didn't know.
You know, tell everybody at home where they can find you at on social media, because Tina B, she think it's all about her right now because it's 7 o'clock.
Well, if you guys go on social media, on your phones or on your laptops, it's Instagram, Planetary_Creations, or Facebook at Dante Russo. That'd be the primary way to get in contact with me. And on there, my number, my email address, everything's on the pages. You have a direct link to me and my company and my products.
If you just tuned in, you tuned in the Street with Tina B.
And Mr. Ollie, what up, Joe?
And we have the creator of all these jewels that you see on the table right here. Beautiful, beautiful pieces. He's at Initiators at South Cobb and Jade Foxco. And also go on to Planetary_Creations. And you can, on Instagram, and you can order these pieces as well. But they are gorgeous. I mean, I love these rings. Love.
Everything's adjustable, everything's custom. So if you message me, whatever you've seen on TV, whatever you had dreams about, you find someone that you want to get made into actual physical form, I'll be able to incorporate my creativity to it, make it come true for you.
Look at that.
And it's lifetime warranty.
Lifetime.
Yeah, so if the stone falls out, which it won't because he knows how to fix it right the first time, but if the stones fall out, he will replace it.
0.1.5 chance that it comes out.
Wow, that's some really good chances.
Right. He like, I ain't gonna guarantee it, but I'm gonna guarantee it.
Right, and that's beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that was actually a purple agate. It's for emotional balance.
Yeah, that's my birthstone.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to gemstones, a disclaimer: most people get a stone, but I must be rich after I get this stone from you, man. It's been a year and I still ain't, you know what I'm saying? But not generally in regards to
It's not that at all. All right, you guys, we're gonna go into our 7 o'clock hour. You gonna stick around with us? All right, cool beans. All right, so we're gonna go into a couple of videos. We talk about the videos, so we ready.
Feel free to comment and everything. Let's get it, gentlemen.
Really? And ladies.
9 times out of 10, a man will never be able to take the same amount of hurt that he gives to a woman, point blank, period. I see a lot of weak men who are out there, weak and insecure, who hurt women. I don't really see the strong ones do that. But what y'all don't understand is that a woman is supposed to be the neck piece while you're supposed to be the head. Yes, she has steering power and steering abilities, but you're supposed to be the one that leads. And instead of you dealing with your insecurities and your weaknesses, taking your rightful position, you come down and you want to try to have mental control over somebody, but what you don't understand is God built her differently, okay? A woman is one of the greatest and most strengthened mental creatures that you will ever meet. You'll be stuck in wondering how you put her through hell and how she actually escaped it. Then y'all pose that same lame question, why can't I get over my ex? Yeah, because a good woman is always going to be a good woman, and that's what you forgot while you were hurting her. No, she's not going to go out, be some slut, be some whatever. Absolutely not. She's going to be an even better woman to the next man. She's going to be a better businesswoman. She's going to be a better friend, and everything around her is going to flourish. So just understand, when karma comes knocking at your door, that same hurt that you administer to that woman, 9 times out of 10, you won't be able to take. Love you much.
All right, you guys, so what you think about that? Men can't handle, you can't handle the hurt. Men can't handle the same hurt as a woman handle.
Yeah.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, most men cannot. I would say, if I had to put a percentage on it, I would say a good 85% of men can't handle what they dish out. And those of us who are able to handle it, they're very strong mentally, but they're also very honest with themselves. So what I mean by that is, if, you know what, I'm gonna throw myself in it, because fine. Again, when I got cheated on, and when I found out.
No, someone cheated on you?
Trust me, I ain't that cute. Trust me.
Go ahead.
See what you did there. When I got cheated on, I took it. I had to take it because I knew what I was doing. And
so you were cheating.
I was cheating, but the reason why I was
No.
Was he gloss past
No.
Yes, I did cheat.
There's no reason though.
But I'm getting to a point though. Yes, I did cheat, but the reason why I had to accept it because I knew what I had done, and it wasn't the fact that she cheated. I wasn't mad at that. I was really more so mad at the fact that she insulted my intelligence when I caught her. Like, I knew I deserved everything that she gave me.
Would you have told her if she questioning you?
At that time, no, because I wasn't mature enough to be
Okay, so
that
what
honest.
make you think that she's gonna tell you she's cheating? Hello.
When it's obvious though, like when I catch you,
Oh boy.
and I can see it. Yes.
You think it's not obvious that we don't know when y'all cheating? You think it's not obvious? And y'all play with our intelligence by saying no?
See, you know,
no,
but
everything
what y'all
is
do though?
fine. Everything is good. When we know your pattern, we know how you move, we know how you walk, we know how you talk. We know everything about our man. Trust. It's nothing you can do that can and then change. You change. Y'all don't even realize y'all change when y'all cheating.
And this is why now I'm not trying to give nobody no tips on cheating, but that's why I always say, like, man, we have, to a certain extent, we have to be predictably unpredictable, because I know that I'm like that. I'm a creature of habit, but you just really don't know with me sometimes. And you're right. Y'all will guess the pattern. Y'all will see it. And men, a lot of us men can be so dumb. Boy, this is your cologne. How in the entire hell you go out and get this one, and you've been wearing this one with her for 14 years?
It's time for a change, baby. You know?
See that right there?
Change with me.
And that's how you got to say it. That's how you got to say it.
You know what I'm
too.
saying? Okay, so if he don't ever like fix himself up, he don't brush his hair, he don't shave, he just didn't care. He don't care about himself, his appearance. Now all of a sudden he cares about his appearance. And it's
That
like,
mean he cheating?
hell yeah.
Oh, so he go get a haircut now. That mean he cheating?
No, it's a difference.
Is that what we doing?
He started getting his hair cut. He started shaving. He started wearing cologne. He started wearing, clean clothes. He started washing his hands.
That sounds like a grown adult man. What is it?
But I'm telling you, he's not doing all that, because when he's with his woman that he's been with for years, it's kind of like you get humdrum. You get in the same mundane routine.
Predictable.
So you're not doing those things. But when it's somebody new start noticing you, you like, oh shoot, let me let me put on the new shirt. I can't wear the same shirt. Let me brush my teeth today. So we notice that. We be like, wait a minute, is that Colgate? Did you brush your teeth today? Where you going?
That's why, fellas,
We know.
stay clean all the time.
We know.
Please go.
The thing you did to get your woman or get your partner, continue that same
Absolutely.
process, that same pattern. Never gets. If you know what you did, exactly.
Shout out to the people in the back, because sometimes we don't even know. We done went out to eat 3 times, and I done rubbed in your stomach, and now I'm in a whole relationship after 13 days.
If you touch me, we go together. Come on. That's all I'm saying.
You know what?
Don't touch me, because we go together. Both of them like, you know what? Y'all don't want to go with me. That's messed up. But I mean, we know your pattern. We see it. We can tell the difference. Like we asked last week, you was like one woman or several women you rather your man cheat with. You know what I'm saying? Because if he's with one woman, he's starting to love her. He's starting to care about her. He's starting to care if she ate today, if she okay, if she's sick, she feeling better, all that.
What?
But if it's different women, he don't have time to worry about this one person. So it's a difference in him messing with one or several. And we can tell if he get caught up into one, because now he wants to make sure she got made at home, and call me when you get there. Text me and let me know you made it.
You can always
and then
tell
we be like,
That's
you
the
can
cheap
always
man voice.
tell somebody speaking from experience right now. You just coming out.
Did you hear the cheap man voice?
Right.
Text me when you get there.
Do that one more time.
Text me when you get there. Let me know you made it home.
Sound like Palpatine.
Because he in the closet somewhere hiding from his woman, trying to tell her, just let me know you made it. Because she like, oh, you can't call me? Why you texting me? You can't call me? Because after a while, when the woman is being cheated on, or the woman is messing with someone who's a cheater, you got to spend time with her eventually, because she's going to get to the point where, oh, so we can't go nowhere? We can't do anything?
Can't go to Zaxby's?
We can't go to Monterey's?
She knew the job was dangerous before she took it.
It gets to that, huh?
She knew. Now, I mean, y'all supposed to go out. She knew the job was dangerous. If she the woman on the side, play your part. Play your part.
What? Outcasts. We outcasts up in this.
But you know what y'all do? Here's what women do. Let me look in the camera. Let me look. Hold on.
Go ahead. Look. Go ahead.
So y'all know a man is doing something right. You know what y'all do? Y'all start making a checklist. Now he's so dumb. He didn't had like 8 penalties. But you're not gonna say nothing the first time. You're not gonna say nothing the second time. You're not gonna say nothing the third time. You just building everything up. But you know what men do?
What?
A lot of us do. As soon as y'all do something one time, we go say something. No, man. We got to build our stuff up too. You want to have evidence. They be having a whole grand jury defense.
Well, I mean, because when we come to you, we got to be correct, because y'all will flip it on us, and then you'll make us feel like we'll start apologizing, because y'all be so good with it, and then we'll be like, well, I'm sorry, maybe I was wrong, maybe it wasn't you that I saw. Because that's why we got to be on point with our evidence, to make sure when we come correct, because if not, y'all gonna flip it on us and throw us off, and then ask, do we want to go eat? That throws everything off, because we want to go eat. And then it's like, wait a minute, what was I fussing about again? Like, see, the bell. See, that bell just threw me off. You know what he doing?
Or you be like, you know what? She get the fuss. You be like, you know what? You have had a hard day. Come here. Come on, sit down one time. Come on, sit down.
I'll be like, really? You know what?
Is that really? Sit back. I got you. Go on, lay back. Don't worry about what I'm doing.
No, I'm fussing right now. Hold on.
Gotta get velvety on him.
Were you at the such and such at 5 o'clock today?
Depends on what time zone you talking about. Time is relevant.
What? No high fives behind me, please, and thank you.
He said what time zone?
Like, time is an illusion, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go to the next video. I'm over this. I'm over them. I'm over them.
It's really 28:19. It's a European count.
I am so over y'all right now. I like this video right here. It's just a pleasing video.
Okay.
You just tune in In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
We're in our 7 o'clock hour. He said, she said, relationship segments.
Yes, this whole man-woman thing from the perspective of Miss ATL's hottest.
Most pleasing 5-lettered word. Come on. Sorry, is it most pleasing? I don't think so. You say sorry, bend kar raha padta hai. Sorry, sir. It's not at all pleasing. The most pleasing 5-lettered word. Money. Most pleasing income tax भरना पड़ता है ना, तब पता लगता है most pleasing है क्या. हाँ जी. Smile. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. The most pleasing 5-lettered word. Smile. It increases your face value. There'll always be a reason to cry. We don't laugh on the same joke again. Why do we cry on the same problem again? It depends on you whether you want to smile or cry tears. I remember following one slide that someone sent me. When followed in life, I guarantee you, life will be different. Do you have a problem in life? No? Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then why worry? Do you have a problem in life? Yes. Can you do something about it? No. Then why worry? Isn't it? Isn't it? Why worry? Why are we constantly bogging our minds down with anxiety? Anxiety that is just absolutely not allowing us to have peace of mind. While you're sitting here, someone may be plotting against you. You don't know. While you're sitting here, someone may be backbiting and sending a wrong email against you. You have control over it? Control over one thing. To smile.
I like that. Smile.
See, you
Marlon
know,
Wayne smile.
Yes. That's a beautiful video. I saw that. I came across that video, and I thought it was just so beautiful and inspiring because I'll say that sometime. I'm like, smile, give your face something to do. Because a lot of times, when you're not smiling, your face just kind of drab. So it's like you never know what someone need, that smile, make someone laugh or make someone day by saying, you look nice today. And you'd be like, no.
Gorge.
Thank you. I do. This old thing, So you never know who day you're making by saying, what?
really all that though?
Such
Forever
a
the
hater.
actress. I was actually, I was thinking laugh when he said 5-letter words. So I
Laugh
was
is
kinda,
5? Yeah.
Right.
Not happy.
Did you just count the? Did you?
HAPPY. Oh.
Hey, she did that. She did that in front of company too. Everybody watching. Like she don't.
He said in front of the camera.
Hey, she looked like somebody that be trying to count the hours before they go to bed because they done been up late.
Oh, that's me. How you know that?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I be like 1 o'clock. Be like,
You
2,
see,
3,
you
4,
you
5.
started that. I'm actually currently reading a book called Emotional Intelligence 2.0, and some of the things that he was talking about coincides with some of the things that I'm learning. That's being reinforced.
Yeah.
Especially far as smiling and how you deal with emotions, especially when he was talking about, when things happen, can you control it? I like that message. What I'm really trying to figure out is how you go from that last video to this one. Like there is no parallel.
I jump around. It's never any parallel. I jump around
and just
on
so
the
y'all
videos.
know, I rarely ever know what videos are going to be shown, so I'm seeing this when y'all are seeing this.
But the thing is, you never want to see them anyway because I'll be like, I ask you a question and you'll be like, I'll talk about it on this show.
So that's why.
So I don't even send you the videos because
ammunition.
he likes to just be surprised and get the rawest answer from him because other than that he'll try
script
to.
around here.
Right.
Other than that he'll be trying to make it PG. I need it raw and uncut.
Is there?
Do we have one more? If not, then I have like some quotes that I wanted to kind of speak on.
Okay. Oh, we do have one more video, ladies and gentlemen.
Cool beans. This is our segment called He Said, She Said. It's a relationship segment to get the man point of view, the woman's point of view.
First of all, I don't like the way you just pointed at me. Like
that's how I was pointing at you, too.
You see what she did there? You see what she did?
That's how I pointed at you, too.
So disrespectful around here. We are not having this in 2019.
This is kind of...
This is a really disturbing story. Police in Arizona obtaining DNA from male employees at a nursing home after a woman who has been in a coma for a decade gives birth. CNN's Sarah Seidner is live in Phoenix with all of the details. Oh, my God, Sarah.
That is just basically the way to describe this. It is absolutely horrifying. That's the way that Hacienda healthcare officials describe this. The family says they are traumatized and they are trying to get through this, but there are still a lot of details that people who have patients that are inside of this facility want to know that have not yet been answered, and they want answered, and they want them now.
A stunning revelation at a healthcare facility in Phoenix.
I came across this video, and I just wanted to speak on this because it was just so disturbing. Like, There's a man somewhere who thought the need to see this woman comatose and have sex with her. And she been comatose for years, like years, and she just had a baby. So it's not like she, went in pregnant. She's been this way for years.
Wow.
So, several different things ran through my brain, okay? And I'm going to say it. First thing I was thinking was, is he my complexion?
I don't know.
That doesn't sound like it.
That was the first thing I was thinking. Second thing I was thinking, so she in the coma, when she came out the coma?
She's not out the coma. She had the baby in the coma.
So she had it. Furthermore, what person in their brain? I was about to go way left. Because she can't move. Like, she's just there. So what enjoyment are you getting out of having sex? Well, you didn't even have sex. Like,
That's rape.
Yeah. That's
what they're calling it. They're calling it rape.
And she can't
move. She can't fight, fight for herself. She didn't consent to it, of course, because she's in a comatose state. So, and now there's a child. So now they're testing all the men in that facility to see who, and the owner of the facility retired.
Conveniently.
After the story came out.
After this story came out.
So, hey, come look at me.
Right.
I might be a suspect.
Right.
But I'm going to get out of here first.
Right. Why did you leave? Like,
the old dusty trails.
Yeah, that just threw me. That story just really threw me. I had to just speak on it.
For me, like, my 2 cents on that, dealing with everything that we're dealing with beyond the R. Kelly scandals and all that stuff. Like,
right.
Most of our government officials, I mean, like, a lot of them are guilty of abuse or sexual misconduct. And it's like being aware of that. If you're a man, if you're a male, you have an obligation and a duty, especially being a black male or being whatever denomination or color you are. Your obligation is to protect the woman, because without the woman, there wouldn't be any man. So
right.
It's just like being able to know that, like, that should be a priority, especially for those who are oppressed or those who are systemically underheeled. Like, it's critical that we, really focus on that and really shout it out whenever it arises and deal with it, and not. Yeah.
He said underheeled. Is that what you just said?
Underheeled. Yeah.
Underheeled. Because in my mind, I'm like, she's underheeled because she might have sought help, but didn't get all the help that she needed, and she still needs to be protected. Like, don't my analytical mind get? I like underheeled.
What's your sign?
I'm it's a Piscean, born on my dad's birthday, March 15th.
What
but I have a Virgo rising and an Aquarius moon. So
I'm Aquarius.
Yeah.
Whoop whoop. Okay, that's what's up. I see. Because you seem like you was in the Cancer family. You are.
He a water sign.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It seems like you're in the Cancer.
Right.
You're a
Cancer. See that?
We all wavy over here,
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I'm air, but the lady holds the water, which is weird because I don't understand why we're air and she's holding water. Do you know why?
Did you tell us why?
I don't know why.
Or did you just want to inject yourself into what we had going on?
Well, because I'm holding
water. She want to take a
you know what? Because
is that what it is? She a little thirsty.
Because
whoa,
slow it down, my brother. Slow it down. I'm saying because y'all all are water, and the lady in the Aquarius is holding water, but we're air. So I'm trying to figure out why is it the symbolism is water, but we're air.
Because the thing is, the woman, without the woman,
try to figure this out.
We need to be able to breathe. Y'all give us life.
The breath of life into it.
Right. So within that life, we have the blood, and blood is made of water, and you're holding the water because the body is primarily made up majority fluids from water.
Absolutely.
So,
and we require
oxygen. How can I breathe with no air?
No. I would do a spin on him.
Oh, wow. All right, you guys. You just tuned in. You tuned in to Industry with Tina B.
And Mr. Ollie, what up, Joe?
We do this every Tuesday from 6 to 8. Right now, this is our segment called He Said, She Said.
It is.
Look at different videos, and we just talk about them. I think I have some quotes. All right. Well, whatever one you put up is fine. We're going to speak on it. Flirting while in a relationship is highly disrespectful, and while it may seem harmless, it can be very hurtful to the person that loves you.
And women are guilty of this all of the time.
True or false?
True. Women are guilty of this.
Guilty of what? Flirting?
Flirting every day.
And guys are not? I'm confused, though. I'm confused.
Y'all, women flirt. Let me look in the camera. Y'all, let me make sure y'all know I'm serious.
Okay.
Ladies. Y'all flirt way more than we do, okay? It is a fact, and it is undisputed.
Okay, so in the defense of the ladies, I would like to say, I don't have an answer. Not
exactly.
But no, in the defense of the ladies, though, but we start off as a kid. You use what you have to get, dirt on the playground, crayons out the box. We use that. It's just in our nature to be like, can you get the light bulb for me?
Just flick the hair.
Can you get? You saw that?
Yeah, it's like
my automatic
under my neck.
It's just automatic. Like,
I'm not even paying that
can you go downstairs and get someone out the from the door for me? It's just automatic. It's not really a flirt like we want you. It's just in our nature.
Using the feminine
But
wilds.
say it one more time.
Feminine wilds, man.
You know what? I'm about ready for you to pack up. Okay, pack up your jewels. Pack up your little jewels.
Come back anytime.
I'm gonna need you to pack up your little jewels.
Nice little jewels.
First they were all mystical.
Right.
Get your rocks out of my table.
I'm gonna need you to get your little rocks and kick them. Look, and kick rocks up out of here. But we do flirt, but it's not like we want the person. Okay, it's just flirting.
Means to an end.
Yeah, but guys do it too. Like, guys will flirt and they play so dumb. Y'all play dumb like you don't know you're flirting. Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Like, your voice changes. You talking about, if I just speak to somebody and they think flirting. And I said, what voice did you use? Because there's a difference in the voice that if you like, well, hello.
I went velvet
or it's like, hello. There's a difference in the voice that you use to tell somebody when we flirting. And we talked about this before. If you sit down at a bar and you ask me how I'm doing, and I'll be like, I'm good. And I turn my head, that's, you know what I'm saying? I'm not flirting. But if I be like, I'm fine, and you? And then you say, yeah, you sure is fine. Now we're flirting. But it's a way that you do things, and you come at people. Why are you looking at me with the side eye?
I think for us guys, it's called going velvet. Or going velvety. That's when you start talking to them, like, you know what I'm saying? Just really want to like be calm, be welcoming, warming.
Yeah,
and like
that's flirting.
No, it's not. You're just talking.
You're just talking, but
are you kidding me?
Instead, the dude be like, "Hey, girl, how you doing?" Then you be like, "Why he's so loud?"
We are in Atlanta, so but you gotta be careful. Everybody's watching. There's always eyes on you, so you can't be like, "Hey, girl."
Okay.
Hey, girl. Hey, you got.
But you gotta find that pocket, because it can be, if you come off like, "Hey," I'm like, "Dang, he flirting with me. Hey, what's good?"
But the original point was, I said women flirt more than men do, and you just proved that point. It doesn't matter about your intentions. Women flirt more than men. I'm just letting
you know
do.
that our intentions are not for anything more.
I'm gonna need you to get your words together now.
For bad.
So since the intentions isn't there, it's not flirting?
No, it is flirting. But it's not for bad. We're using our intention. We're using our flirt.
Why you see her voice going high?
You know my arm gets itching.
She get flustered.
I get nervous.
Start getting taller.
Yeah, let me sit up in my chair. Hold on.
She wobbling. She might fall down. You might call. You might have to call TLA. She need help. TLA.
What I'm saying is,
what
everybody flirts. Okay, everybody flirts.
Listen.
Unless you're a monk.
Thank you. Everybody flirts.
I see what you did there, but the point is, women flirt more. Now, do men flirt? Yes. I said good morning to a young lady the other day, and I opened up the door like I always do, because I am a gentleman always.
That voice.
What's wrong with my voice?
You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me.
What's wrong with my voice?
Nothing. Go ahead.
Listen, all I said was good morning. I don't need
in that voice right there.
I said good morning.
I'm gonna need you to say it. I'm gonna need you to say good morning.
I said good morning.
I'm gonna need you to say good morning.
First of all, I can't have no long INGs at the end.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
I just said good morning. That's all I said.
And what'd she say?
Well, I got a man, so.
Yeah.
What? Are you serious?
I was going to get to that. We live in an over-sexualized society. Everything is hyper-sexualized. So the slightest, I've watched documentaries on this and literally experienced it myself. You just being, no velvety, just like, hey, how are you? Oh, nice dress. Thanks. Wow. It's like, I don't want a bone. I just want to give you a compliment. Jesus.
Right.
And just from that point, you start realizing that everything becomes, especially now, everything's becoming like hyper-sexualized.
Wow. So you said, good morning. Oh, that's crazy. Okay.
I just, and that's why you would see me someplace, and I won't even speak to nobody. I just because you don't even know. Like I don't want to. I am a gentleman. I speak to people. I give a woman a random compliment and keep it going. Now I will say this though. I am guilty of. I have flirted once or twice. You know, I might have been at somebody's bar, club, or something, and young lady sitting at the bar, and I didn't already saw what she was drinking because I didn't watch her and watch the bartender come and bring her a drink, and I'll just come up, introduce myself. Hello, how you doing? My name is. Who? Bartender brings her another drink of what she's drinking. I said I just wanted to come and say hello. Then I just walk off.
Yeah, we talked about that before, and you said it wasn't flirting. So now you're saying it's flirting. Now you're saying it's flirting.
No, you know what?
We talked about that before. You said it wasn't flirting. You said
What's wrong with your hands?
You said
it's interpreted as flirting when all I was doing was being a gentleman. But the way she looked at me when I said hello, I was like, oh, okay, she's interested. And you know what I did? The walk off.
Yep.
And she doing this, women, because they be like,
but I thought,
yeah.
Okay, let me go back for a second.
See that right?
First of all, we're not looking like that. Okay, first of all, let's start there. We just looking like, what was that about? That's what we're looking like, because why would you come over here and don't say anything?
No.
If you're going to come over here and buy me a drink, then say something.
I said hello.
What's up with the walk-off?
I said hello.
Say something.
How are you? My name is. I just wanted to buy you a drink. You look nice tonight.
Initiate contact. That's it.
All right. Thank you. And then, so what make you think we're looking at you in a drift off? Like,
because I see
it's the double take.
Why are you seeing? Why are you watching me walk? You walk off.
What's wrong? You can't get your words together?
Wait, what happened?
Because I can tell by the way you looked at me.
Why are you watching me watch me? Why are you watching you watch me walk while you walk
Lady,
off?
She need help.
Wu-Tang.
Why are you watching me watch you walk off?
And I think in that particular situation, I was just having fun. I ain't gonna lie.
It's a confidence
I felt like I was smelling real good that night, and I was really just stunting my cologne. Yeah,
feeling myself.
I was smelling good, and I just wanted to stunt a little bit. So, and it worked because I could tell she was like, and I walked out. I walked right out. I was like, okay, I still got it.
You can feel it too. I mean, these things.
So is that an issue with men?
What's that?
That statement, that what you just said, I still got it. That's an issue with men who's married, who's in a relationship, because they always feel like they have to prove that they still got it. Why do y'all have to prove that y'all still got it?
You know what? First of all,
you said it. Don't act like it's me. Why do y'all have to prove that y'all still got it?
Well, I think depending on what point or stage you are in your life cycle, as a man, as a woman, I mean, women still, we all seek validation.
But you know we can't reverse it because she's gonna say it's about us right now. My bad.
Like, sir, wait your turn. But no, it's like depending on like where you're at in life. I think that it really does depend on where you're at and what you're going through. Some people literally been in a relationship for 20-something years. The wife or whoever the partner isn't like really stimulating, like really like hey, you look good, or you guys aren't ever challenging each other. When you do that, the guy naturally, not cheating in a cheating way, but just like back in the day.
Can I
still?
Yeah, I can pull him. I can still pull him. Old school. Going to sleep at 9 o'clock. But
wait, did you
see that?
I saw what you did there.
Flipping of the hair.
I saw what you did there. Yeah, I go to bed early.
No, I wasn't saying you. I was just saying that old school.
If everybody know I go to bed early, okay?
I'm just saying old school, when they go out, they was, trying to act like they were grown, but they was ready to go. They would sleep in the restaurant by 9 o'clock.
Because I'm 23.
You be ready to go to sleep. All right, let's get to a next statement.
You know what?
I'm over that one.
I'm about to throw this microphone away.
Fellas, women, don't get mad that other women try to hit on you. What pisses her off is when you entertain other females and give them hope. Absolutely.
I agree.
Never let a woman know she's one up on your woman. Never. Ever. You always let your woman feel as if she's above everybody in that room, and you may be hollering at everybody in that room, but you let your woman feel as if nobody else is in that room. I don't care how fine everybody else is in that room. You let your woman feel like she's the best.
And I mean I think that's across the board.
I agree. You won't get any debate from me from that.
Yeah. Because I mean, in any relationship, any type of dynamic, it's all about reciprocating and understanding. Like, how would you feel truly? Like being able to like not be selfish, not be in your own thoughts or be stuck in your own perception, but really step outside of your understanding and be like, oh, if she tall dude and she was like, hey, oh, you look good. He gave her a compliment. And she's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Like, that's a double shoulder tap there. You start like
right.
Start looking like Kevin Hart. Just be around, you might say nothing, but when you're home, like you just start questioning it. This is if the male's like not if he's a beta male, if he's like not really sure of himself, not really like know what he's about. Those small things can start just creating large amounts of like self-doubt, doubt in a relationship. If depending on how long you guys been together and what you've been through, it can literally those small things. If you aren't healed fully, and those things be the test for you. Be like, did that really affect you like that? I didn't like hug him or like anything.
Right.
You right? Or no, am I in the wrong? Who? No,
right.
Entertaining.
But it's
period.
like you said, it's your mindset of jealousy, or if you insecure or whatever. A simple picture can trigger somebody
look
like
at him. Like, what you
like
mean?
why? Like
big
it
enough?
was just a quick picture, and we broke away, But in that picture, it looked like y'all in love, y'all hugging. You got your hand on his chest. Why you doing all that? You be like, really? It was just a quick picture, and I was gone.
It can be a sign of affection. Just he really likes me, and if that affects him, he really cares about me like that. But for a healthy relationship, and healthy people, you never aim to make your partner jealous to prove that you got it or that you're
but it's
a high value person.
It's some people that can go to different events or places with their somebody that they like, but then they're talking to everybody else, not paying her any attention, and it's like, why would you do that?
Like,
and then bring her. Yeah, why would you do that? And then everybody else looking like, girl, he ain't even talking to her. He came, never let a female have one up on that person that you really like. You know what I'm saying?
And I can't even debate that, but there could be a caveat though. It could be a little win-win flim-flam involved in there, because he can bring a woman to an event, right? Mm-hmm. And this is an event where, he has to be sociable, so he's moving around socializing. That's true. But he always comes back to her. Like, every so often he'll come back and say, hey, you need anything? He give her some FaceTime, but then, depending on what's going on, he'll move around again. Yeah. Okay, maybe I'm just looking in the mirror right now talking. But, because I've done that, you kind of, you got to move around the room, and then you come back and make sure she's good. I think if you're not sitting there with her all night, per se, interacting, that's the least I believe that you should do, because if she knows you're going to be moving around, you got to come back to her. You good? You need anything? So I have no qualms with your view on that particular picture right there. She actually agrees.
It's like texting on a date. It's like you may not see it as inappropriate. You may got stuff going on, but as soon as someone is on their phone more than once, or they check it like profusely throughout a dinner or whatever, that's a sign you need to get up and just, since you entertaining yourself, I'll just
I'll just excuse myself. Yeah, absolutely.
It's like that same concept. So,
wow. Yeah. All right, do we have another one? Ooh. Finding a husband is hard. You find a handsome one, the brain is empty. You find a brilliant one, he looks too serious. You find a rich one, he's disrespectful. You find a hardworking one, he never has time for you. You find a serious one, his ex keeps calling. You find a humble one, he's broke. You find a responsible one, he's not romantic. You find an educated one, he feels he's always right. You find a literate one, he always get angry whenever you correct him. And you find a smart one, he lies every time.
What did Tom by illiterate?
You know what you just said. and some of those are accurate. Like, would you rather a good looking man or a rich man?
I wish I had this in front of my face. You know, I wish I had that one in front of my face because I really want to break that one all the way down. But, you know, I might have to say that. I may have to say that for a PSA. You know what I see when I saw that?
What?
Y'all, I'm sorry, Net. I hit the table.
Yes.
Y'all want to marry Jesus.
No, that's not true.
You see that right there?
That's not true.
You know what?
Did you see what it said? It was different things. It wasn't saying that's what we're looking for.
So many different things.
It was just saying those are some of the things we run into. But it's not to say,
I need to do a top 10 like that with women.
Because sometimes you get with a guy that's really smart.
Are we able to run that back on the screen?
Can you?
Are we able to run that back on the screen? Because it's so much to unpack right here.
Sometimes you can get with a guy and he's really smart, but then he want to correct you and make you feel like you're dumb. Or you get one that's, you know, got a lot of money and then he feel like he can treat you any kind of way. So it's like different men that you run across. It's say finding a husband is hard because those are the different things that you run across in the meantime when you're looking. That's what it says. It's not saying
you can literally make a same list for finding a wife is hard, like going with the 10 things. I think for me, it all boils down to what you're attracting because your vibe attracts your tribe. I mean, what you're operating at and where you're at internally, mentally. You cover a lot of this stuff is not saying irrelevant, but after you begin to attract and know what you are, you begin to like knowingly attract what you want, a reflection of yourself in the most positive way.
That's true.
If it's a bad person, someone that's like mistreated you or it's not treating you right, there's some part of yourself that is an embodiment of what they're doing or a trait that they embody. And if you're not really aware of that, you're gonna be, oh God, Jesus, why I keep on attracting these? I don't know why. It's like you gotta look at self. You
do. You keep attracting the same people that you're running away from, which is the weirdest thing. Like, why do I keep going after the same people I'm running from?
But even the title says finding a husband hard thing, but then they say he who find a wife, he find a good thing. What y'all trying to find a husband for? Y'all supposed to be getting found. Ain't that what y'all be saying?
Whoa, that's the 3. I ain't never heard you do a 3. You know what?
I'm just saying. We don't talk about it. I'm just saying.
Oh my gosh! You never rung the bell 3 times. That is crazy.
Hey, let me tell y'all something. I was holding that one too. I was waiting for that one. But in all seriousness,
but it's true though.
It does make sense, especially.
But who say we gotta wait for y'all to make the decision? Who said when a man finds a wife finds a who? Why we can't find a man?
Oh, so that's
happy spouse, happy house.
No bail for that.
You gotta
see.
Why is it that it's not a relationship until the man says it's a commitment? It's not a marriage until the man say, "Will you marry me?" Why is that? But a woman has that right to break up with you, though.
Because the man has to lead.
Why is that?
You ain't hear what
I tried to ignore that.
You ain't tried to
I tried to like I didn't
hear it. You gonna ignore that?
Yes.
That's what you gonna do. You gonna ignore that?
You know what?
You gonna ignore that? I ain't even got no hair.
Like, so you just gonna sit here and really say,
you know what?
Why is it that it's not anything until y'all say it is? Why?
Even when the man makes up his mind, he has fallen in love, he has went over it in his mind and talked to his boys, talked to the wrong people.
This the one.
He said the wrong people.
He has decided this is the woman that I want to spend the rest of my life with. Even after going to buy a ring, after all that, he still doesn't know if she's going to say yes. Regardless of what he feels, there's still that possibility that she can say no, especially if she's not the one that been like, you know, well, we've been together, this is my time, are you going to marry me? Like, if she's never brought up marriage before, he doesn't know if she's going to say no. So even though a man can make that decision to want to spend the rest of his life with this woman, however, she ultimately still makes the final decision by saying, yes, I would be your wife forever.
She makes the final decision, but there's not a decision until he gets ready to say, will you?
It's still not a decision until she says, yeah. He can say, will you? But she has to make the decision. Do I want to marry this man? He's still shooting his shot, just on a higher level. He don't know if it's going in. So y'all see, you're trying to say we have control. In the end, women still control it.
Do that break up a relationship if she say no?
It
here we go.
depends. It
Yeah.
depends. That's a strong variable on that one. For
Really?
me, I'd be like, wow. Wow.
I have no comment on that.
I won't do no words.
Whew.
Hella sound effects.
Right. Whew. If y'all been dating for like 2 years and then you say, you know what, I'm ready. Will you marry me? And she'd be like, nah, I'm not ready.
Well, I think.
Excuse me.
I think that depending on, it's super key important whenever you're starting out, like the first like few months when you're dating, because it maybe sound a little intense, but like, you know, what traumas do you have as a kid that you're still healing from? Do you see yourself building a business? Do you see yourself having kids for a reason? Do you see yourself like, the key questions, like it sounds like super analytical and robotic. You shouldn't ask somebody that. Like, you should try to feel them out and stuff. Like, no, like, what is your aspiration and your goal with your time, with your energy? Because I mean, if a lot of people just get caught up in most people do it. I mean, a lot of humans do it without even being aware of it. But it's like get so caught up in like the physical or just like the shallow conversations, and it's besides asking the real raw questions, like, you know.
Like, are you a stalker? Have you ever?
Yeah.
Have you ever hid in camouflage in somebody's bushes, waiting for them to come home from work?
Yeah. Eating beef jerky.
So what do you mean when you say camouflage? I was doing R. Kelly. Y'all know what I was doing. But so when you say
what? I'm about to just walk off.
So when you say camouflage, what color? Is there a certain color? Okay. So that's good. Let me ask this though. Do we ask the questions on when it comes to sex though? Because like when you meet people, you ask them what's their name, what's their sign, what's their age, what's their height, what's they. But nobody says, do you have a disease? Have you been tested? Are you HIV positive? Nobody just asks that, and then you go dive in, and haven't asked any questions.
Yeah, I think most of us don't wanna like, most women and women don't wanna like not that too, but just don't wanna risk, like, cause you gotta be in your head confident, you gotta have the words right, you gotta have the eye contact right, and then on top of that, you're gonna ask this question that could make or break it.
Why does it take that much to ask a question like that though?
Some people
shouldn't even take all that to ask. Do you have a disease? Yeah. It's that simple. It shouldn't have to take. I got to get my mind right. Got to get. It shouldn't have to take all that. It don't take all that to ask. You want to buy a drink?
I meant that in like whenever you're initiating the contact with the person.
You
find them attractive?
Thank you. You see where I'm going with that? You mean to tell me? Are you comparing asking somebody do they want to drink as opposed to asking them are they HIV positive?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So if somebody came to you and was like, "Hey, you want a drink? By the way, are you HIV positive?"
And I'd be like, no, and I don't drink. I mean, why would I be offended by that? I should not be offended by that. I'd be like, no, it'll throw me off, but I wouldn't be offended by that. But at the same time, it's like,
we don't want to throw off the date.
One thing could be like,
but that one thing can be if he smokes. I don't like nobody to smoke. So if I ask you, I'll be like, do you smoke? And he say yes. That'll throw me off. So it's the same thing. If I ask you if you HIV positive or negative, that'll throw. I met this guy and he told me a weekend of just talking to him, that he had herpes. Okay? Never went any further than that. But the fact that he told me beforehand, before anything popped off, it was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Now that's in my court to make that decision to date him or not. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like you need to tell people what's up. You need to find that out before you get all involved. What if he'd have let me get involved with him and then I find out? I'd be pissed. Then I have on the camouflage.
What would you do with the camouflage though? What were you?
Here's Johnny.
I'll wait for him to pull up.
But like
pull up.
The thing that I want to say, because I mean, for most people that have those diseases, like literally, Dr. Sebi has shown us this. A lot of herbalists, doctors have shown us that you can't fall into the fear and taboo that what you're infected with is forever. Because if your diet is composed of acidic foods, things that build mucus, things that literally help whatever disease you come across, most of them, all of them are engineered by people that, you know, outside forces that want to make $1 billion profit off of people, innocent people, which is what they do every day.
I think the government killed Sebi.
A lot. Exactly. In an airport, he died of pneumonia. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
But yeah, so it's like knowing that everything is curable. I'm not saying you shouldn't be honest about whatever you got going on, but just know that if you are going to be existing on this plane as a human in this country, in this continent, whatever you want to call it, Babylon, whatever you want to call it, you literally your gut is your second brain. So what you're eating, what you consume is going to reflect your mind, your body.
Yep.
You can literally come across tons of diseases, but the human body is such a complex machine that you're able to literally, if it's already sick, fighting off other opponents. Think of it like a boxing ring. If Muhammad Ali is fighting Joe Frazier, fighting Mayweather, fighting Tyson, if I come along, I haven't even got no training. I hit him in the gut and he's taken down because like his body is so focused. Your body's so focused on hitting up every other element that you got that you can't even focus on attacking what's eating at you. Most people don't know that. It's like your diet is so important. People, I just need my chicken. I just need my beef. I just need my milk for strong bones. It's just like you following this pyramid that's been shown to you in school that's literally made to create. Same way you get black kids go from the pipeline to school to prison. I mean, it's like all these things. It's such an intricate web that it takes a lot of psychological reversing to break down and actually understand the matrix that you're living in. Because
so tell me this: if a girl tell you that she has something, would you?
After I've been talking to her for a while?
No. After you met her and y'all talked a couple of days. Okay. And you ask her, so do you have a disease? Have you been tested? And she tell me, yeah, I have been tested and I have HIV.
Okay. Well, from that point.
Now, at that point, what do you do?
If I am by default and by essence a kind of herbalistic person. I feel it's my duty and my right to help people that don't really know the information of how they can save themselves. Because for me, if I still feel a vibrational pull to her, a spiritual pull to her, I genuinely like her energy and her spirit. Well, thank you for being honest with me. It takes a lot of strength to do that. How long have you had it? What's your diet like? There are ways to, well, first off, like you got to detoxify your body, fast for a day or two, or however long you can, and start eating things, herbs, black seed oil, oregano oil, thyme, things that are like start to eat away at the parasites in your body. I told her like, how long you been on the drugs? The drugs aren't healing you. The drugs are just suppressing whatever symptoms you got. It's not made to. It's like being a drug dealer. If you sell marijuana, your marijuana strain keep me high for a week. It's like, I'd rather sell you something to keep you high for a week than sell you the standard 0.5 or the standard. I don't want to actually.
Okay.
But,
you ain't always been a jeweler, have you? It's coming out.
Anything urban, natural, I usually am very advocated of it.
Okay. He ain't just digging up stones in that ground. I'm just saying.
But to cut it short, if someone were to say that, not everybody's like me, or not everybody's like a healer, but if you do come across someone that is affected with that, it's a very lonely, very scary
Would
place.
you date her?
After I got her on the regimen, after I got her on a solid regimen, whether she's not eating no meat, she's cleaning her body out, she's taking all these herbs on a day-to-day basis, we get retested, and it goes into remission, or it goes it doesn't show it's negative or positive, which I've helped people out with that before. And it's literally, if that's the case, because I know that that's not defining who she is. And
right.
Knowing I have the ability to
that's
her,
cool. I mean, that doesn't. So you see, people, there is a chance. I mean, because there's some people out here who has diseases who don't know when to tell somebody. And I asked that before, it's like, scary. When do you tell somebody? Because if you tell this guy and he's like, oh, I'm out, deuces. Yeah, then you got to go to the next person. Like, who do you keep telling all these people? You know what I'm saying? And you don't want everybody just to know like that. So it's like you do have people out here like him that will, justify it and look into it more so than to just run. Right. But I'm just saying, instead of running, how do you feel about it?
I don't know if mentally I would be able to cope with it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm mentally, because my brain just works a certain kind of way. So
9 times out of 10,
I'll keep thinking about it.
Yeah,
that's me. Like,
I think.
Like I can't be.
Everybody ain't Magic Johnson, so
yeah.
Yeah.
But no, the main thing is like that's the confusing part. We're so caught up in that spectrum that you have to be filthy rich in order to get rid of these diseases. It's a disease. You're able to literally reverse it, cure it, heal it, kill it, knowing where it comes from, what it's feeding from, what causes it to replicate and not be caught by your own natural white blood cells. Being able to recognize that, when it comes to being emotionally connected with the person, I can still be like, well, I'm already I'm already busy, so I can't be like, oh yeah, I want you and you alone, girl. It's like, you got a disease. It's not because you got a disease, but it's just I'm busy. Like, no, I mean, even if I don't want to be with you in that way, I still my obligation to help someone who's been honest and have enough strength to come out and own what they're not. Because so many people are like have diseases and are so afraid of it, don't have the clarity with the test. They feel certain things like little flare ups and everything, but they just it's all good. God, Jesus. I'm good. I prayed over it. You know what I'm saying?
He said, "Jeez."
That's
true. I mean, but even with the guy I was telling you about, he was like, "Oh, it's ways that you can, this and this if you don't do this," and I'm just like,
it's still too much.
It is like because I would be, but here's the thing, like you just said, like I would be nervous, like my mindset will always think about that, and I don't like thinking about that. Like I want to just be comfortable with whoever I'm with. I don't want to feel like, ooh, I don't know if I should touch it today. You know what I'm saying? And so
it's still that person. That person should be like if someone was diagnosed with anything, don't date people. Like your goal shouldn't be to go out and like if I ever got diagnosed with. Never should, never will. I'm healthy. But if I ever did, my overall goal from that point forward is to literally find the root, research what it is, and heal myself. It's like trying to be
before dating.
Before even
that's what I said too. Yeah, that's what I say too. Why would you just be out there like that?
Trying to do that, trying to risk spreading it. So
right.
It's like that's the main thing. Is like literally, that goes for your relationship. That goes for your health. If you are in a place where you just got a relationship and you don't know what's up, what's down, you don't know what your passion is, you working like 9-to-5 job, check to check, just barely surviving, not living, you can't expect to find someone and shine a light on their life or feed their flame whenever you don't even know what a fan is, you don't know what it takes to make a fire, and then you
just out there.
Yeah, you're just out there, and that goes to. I mean, it spans towards everything, which is metaphysical, which is what these things help with. So,
cool. That's what's up. You better teach us today.
Yeah. Right, he got to come back.
I know. You enjoy that, right?
We got to bring you back.
This mind right here.
Look, my mind be all over.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But he's speaking. Yeah, he's speaking how you would talk.
You can eat to live, or you can eat to die. So it's like a matter of understanding that what you eat is what you're gonna become. I mean, and knowing that comes behind.
Some gonna be a turkey and some greens.
Yeah, it's like
this thing here.
Funny thing, last family reunion or every single holiday I have with my family, they're all from Mississippi. They're all natural. Any black African American person, they have a certain soul food diet, which consists of predominantly slave food or like a remnant of what slaves were fed. Pigs, the bad parts of animals, and just period. And whenever you go, it's like, oh, I'm vegan. Or like I choose not to eat death. I choose not to eat dead things. It's just like, what? How you alive, son? It's like, nah. It's just you can get protein from just knowledge. Most people just don't have the knowledge base to like understand that there's so much more than what you're tunnel vision.
Well, that's what we're taught. So you have to get your mindset differently. Like I don't even miss eating meat. You know what I'm saying? Because like if I go in a restaurant and they cooking pork, it's like, oh, I know when I smell it. So it's like it's just a mindset of losing weight, anything. You say you're on a diet and it's like, oh my God, I want to eat everything. But if you just say you're eating right, then your mind will be programmed to doing that. So we really appreciate you being on the show. You are awesome, young man, I tell you, with a lot of knowledge, for real. So tell everybody where they can find you once again.
Instagram, planetary_creations. All my products are posted on there in the description with each one, what they do for you on a metaphysical level. And then on Facebook, Dante Russo, which is more of a personal page, but everything's on there. It's about either black history, about economics, about metaphysical practices, or about the meat industry and how it's messing your body up.
And that's Dante, Dontae.
Russo, Russo.
There you have it. And y'all can find me at TLAMGMT and TLAMGMT.com.
Mr. Ali 75 on Instagram, and words spoken by Mr. Outley, Outley, on Facebook. That's what it is.
Oh, you didn't break it down today. Why, you didn't want to do the voice today? Because I've been talking about the voice all day. Because normally he'll be like, O-U-T-L-E.
She exposed
You know what? Look, you talking about my voice. Look, it's about one, maybe two women in the world who probably hear my voice like, he got a nice voice.
Heard the velvet.
Hey, ladies, appreciate you all watching. This evening you can catch us every Tuesday, 6 to 8 in the streets with Tina B and Mr. Outley on statusnetwork.net, Global Vision TV. We are on Instagram, Periscope,
Roku,
our YouTube channel. You see
Instagram.
what
Did
I
he say
did
Instagram?
there? Instagram. You see
All
what I
right.
did there?
Okay. Give us some hearts on out, y'all. Give us some thumbs
Yeah,
up and
see
some
what I
hearts
did?
and all that good
I was
stuff.
trying to sound
If y'all
sexy.
enjoyed
Did
the
it
show.
work?
Yeah, it worked a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Good job. So make sure y'all tune in. We doing our big Super Bowl going down February 3rd. So we have a lot going on. Make sure y'all check us out next week. It's gonna be awesome.
Yes.
Same time next week, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks to all our guests.
Absolutely.
And all the ones that couldn't be here because the traffic was crazy.
We understand.
But he will try to come next week as well. So thank you guys so much. It's In the Street with Tina B.
Mr. Outley, what up, Joe?
All right, you guys.